Dow is down 0.47%, nasdaq slightly up, green on the day 0.14%. It was up more than 1%, gave away all the gains, and now barely up on the day. S&P down on the day 0.27%. It was up close to 1%, and Russell 2000 also down on the day close to 0.5%. And here's the 11 sectors that makes up S&P 500. On top, we got consumer cyclical, technology, real estate, utilities. So kind of a risk on move on Friday. On the bottom, energy finally coming off red on the day. Financial, industrials, communication services, healthcare. Week to date performance right here, guys. Energy leading the way. Technology barely green. Communication services, consumer cyclical. On bottom, utilities, consumer defensive, real estate, financial, and also healthcare. And here on stock market map, what we got? Healthcare also taking a beating. Only thing up is Pfizer. Then we got energy, ExxonMobil and Chevron both coming off, and pretty much the whole sector coming off in the red on Friday. Tesla was up slightly 1.5%. Nike, they got a earning beat, so that one was up huge on Friday. It was up 10% and then gave away some of the gains. Amazon up 0.91%. Meta, guys, I mean, this was a play, and I'm going to share with you guys Meta. Shorting it above 310 on Friday, and look at this. Meta ending up closing down on the day 1.23%. Google also down on the day 0.96%. And chip makers right here, Nvidia up 1%, MU up over 4%, Microsoft up on the day 0.67%, and Apple slightly in the green 0.30%. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today in this video we're going to talk about overall stock market. But before we dive into this video, please hit that thumbs up button. That is greatly appreciated, and that really helps out with YouTube algorithm. And if you want to support the channel, get my daily trade ideas, my swing trade ideas, 3 days of live trading live in my Discord, definitely check out the Patreon. I'll leave a link down below in the description. And if you are new to this channel, consider subscribing. And now let's get right into it, guys. So we got something very serious going on right now in the market, and that is a government shutdown, and that could be happening very soon as midnight Saturday night, which is today. And if that happens, you're going to see most likely SPY gapping down again. Now hopefully they come out with something before midnight. They can avoid the shutdown. Then watch out for a move back up to 430 on SPY ETF. Now if you look at this shorter time frame, what happened Friday? PC was slightly better than expectation. Market gapped up, and then what happened, guys? Gave away all the gains, came down to 425. So that was almost what? A $7 move to the downside from the top. And it was not able to actually break 430 and hold at the end. So that's not bullish. Now we do have some sort of a support on this shorter time frame, like 30-minute or hourly, around 427.50. And soon as that gives up, you're going to see the next leg down on SPY down to 422. And this is where things will happen. Make it or break it right here, guys. This trend line right here goes all the way back to October lows right here, and then right here, and now again on, it was Wednesday. So this is gonna be crucial here on SPY ETF and for the bulls to hold above 422. If not, you're going to see 420 and then 418, and possibly coming all the way down to 407 and then 401 to close these gaps down here. And that's gonna be extremely bearish right here, guys. So next week, definitely you're going to see a lot more volatility in the market. But somehow, they can avoid government shutdown and SPY can break above 430. Then watch out. I was hoping for a close above 430 on Friday. Well, that's out of the window now. 430 can break and SPY can hold 430. then the next stop 436, and then almost 440, just below 440 to close this gap around 438.43. We could see that on SPY ETF only above 430 if that holds right here. If not, the next support it's holding so far on a shorter time frame 427.50, 425, and then 422. And soon as this trend line breaks, you're going to see a lot more selling. Just keep that in mind. Below 422, this bull market will end. Let me just put it that way. Below 422, this trend line, this bull market that we got, and so far we're just getting a correction, it's going to end right here. And SPY ETF can go down even more. But if this can hold, maybe a higher low here, 425, 427, and we get a bounce above 430, and SPY runs all the way up to the gap, then it's bullish. We can possibly move higher to retest this downtrend line right here on top. We also got what, 3 gaps on top. So there is more money to be made, but you got to be careful. If you're buying the dip right here, I would set a stop around 420, because if that breaks, SPY ETF going down all the way down to 47 and then 401 to close all these gaps here on bottom. On triple Q, we got a flat day, but look at this move. It was up more than 1%, I think. It went all the way up to 363 and getting rejected, not even touching 13-day moving average right here. This orange line, 363.71, not filling this gap at 364.46, and now down here holding 5-day moving average right here, 357 as a support. So on triple Q now, as a support, you want to watch 357, 355, 350. To the upside, it needs to get above 360, and if that happens, you're going to see a quick trip all the way up to this gap, 364.46, and then we can possibly talk about more upside up to 367.65 to even 370. And here's my X account, and if you're on there, definitely give me a follow, and especially those weekly expected moves are coming tonight, if not early tomorrow morning, Sunday morning. I'll be posting those expected moves on various products like Apple, SPY, Microsoft, and Nvidia and all that. Now also the Meta play right here, one of the best play we got on Friday. Look at the timing, 10 a.m. Eastern time. Meta was trading above 310, and that's where I actually shorted Meta, and you can see what happened after that. It's trading at 300. Now I do post 1 or 2 plays from my multiple setups that I got right here on X, so you can see like once you join the Patreon what you're going to get. Now also tomorrow, 1st of the month, and that's how my Patreon works. If you're serious about trading and you want to learn, definitely you want to support the channel, the work I do. Tomorrow, 1st of the month, check out the link below down in my description for Patreon, and that's the only way you can support the channel, and you can also access all these trade ideas daily, and then my swing trade ideas, 3 days of live trading in my Discord, Monday through Wednesday, and 5 days of trading non-stop. Now, non-stop does not mean that I trade all day, but you do get, at least some sort of a trade idea pretty much every day. Sometimes it's 1, sometimes it's 2, sometimes it's 4, depending on setups. And you get all that. And the main thing, you're supporting the work that I do and supporting my channel by joining Patreon. So if you're interested, definitely check it out, guys. On IWM, it's down 0.47%, and look at this dump off on IWM, not even filling this gap, close to 180, getting rejected and then coming down, taking out support 178, and now looks like it's holding 176.43 as a support. 5-day moving average right here on this daily chart. So 176 right here 176.43 will be a support level to watch. And just below that, you're going to see a quick flush all the way down to 172.78, and then the gap down here 171.56. We also have support down here at 170. Now somehow IWM can actually break and hold 178, then watch out for the gap on top just under 180. And once we get above 180, we also have resistance and the neckline here around 181.63. And if this thing somehow can break above 183, that would be more bullish for more upside. Until then, guys, this head and shoulder pattern on IWM can take this ETF all the way down to 162. So keep an eye on that. If there is a bounce, could be a fake out just like we saw on Friday. DIA also selling off. Dow Jones down 0.5%, and look at this bearish engulfing candle. Yes, we got a little bit of weak here on bottom, but the dip was bought up because it was getting really overextended to the downside, trading below lower Bollinger Band, and that is why we saw a bit of a bounce. Now we do have this gap right here just under 332, and that could be coming very soon. DIA could be coming down to 332 to fill this gap, and that should be a strong support, and then 326. Now to the upside, it actually got really close to 340, almost 339, getting rejected and not even holding 336 as a support, 5-day moving average. So now we have resistance at 336, and above that, watch out for a move up to 340 to even 341.64, up to the gap right here, 344.20. Now DIA cannot break above 340. You're going to see a rejection again from here, and then DIA can come down, or possibly, like I said, with the shutdown early as Monday morning, you could see DIA coming down here and filling this gap at 332, and that should hold on DIA. If not, the next support down here, 326. So as I was expecting a pullback on VIX, it was getting far too overextended to the upside, trading above upper Bollinger Band. We got that on Wednesday, and then a dump off under $16. And look at this, dip buyers again buying up this dip. I mean, look at this long wick right here on this candle. So dip buyers again doing a great job buying the dip on VIX, and now it's trading below 5-day moving average right here, and that is around 17.78. So I would like to see it above, I would say 18. That would be more bullish on VIX for a move back up to 20, and that could come early as Monday morning. Now if this thing gets crushed again and cannot break 18, then watch out for the support all the way down to 15, and below that we could see a lot more downside on VIX. But so far, guys, you cannot ignore the fact that it was selling off, and then we saw buyers stepping in and buying the dip. So we will definitely find out Monday. If this thing can break above 18, then watch out for a move all the way up to 20 again, and possibly a breakout at some point with government shutdown. Now only time if this thing gets under 15, that would be more bullish for the market, and you're going to see VIX going down and SPY ETF going higher. On dollar, we got a flat day, nothing big going on, but I want to zoom in here on this candle and look at this, guys. On Friday, it actually got that pullback, but it was holding bottom of this channel, and the dip buyers buying up this whole dip and pushing the price higher and closing pretty much at break even. And 106 is a big level, and why? This is where dollar got rejected last time, and then what happened? Came all the way down to 100, and now it's holding 106 as a support. So again, buyers doing a great job buying the dip. So now above 106, definitely you're going to see 106.59 the next stop, and then possibly going up to close to 107 again next week. The only time this thing breaks below 106, then watch out for the support down here, 105.50, and then possibly coming down and retesting this support around 104.48. So the 10-year pulling back only 0.5%, nothing big, and we still have this massive gap down here around 43.71. So at some point, I think 10-year will come down here to fill this gap and retest this breakout, and that would be a time you're going to see some sort of a relief rally in the market. Now going into Monday, guys, if this thing can actually now break and hold 45.79, it's trading below 5-day moving average right here. It needs to get above 45.79, and if that happens Monday, the next stop definitely retesting those highs again, 46.88 on TNX. Below 45.79, watch out for a move down to the support around 44.90, and only if that gives up, you're going to see this gap getting filled and possibly retesting this support 43.71 on TNX. And that's all I have for you guys in this video. Thank you so much for watching.